Hey guys, welcome to Backyard Billiards. I'm Chuck. Before we get started, don't forget hit the like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that bell notification. That way you get notified anytime I go live or put out new content. All right, I'm going over a match between me and John Knight, aka Death Slayer. He came and visited me from Michigan, and we were at a place called the Coliseum in Greenville. We're playing on 9 foot. I'm sorry, 7 foot diamonds. Simone's cloth, and we're playing 8 ball. Um, in the first set, we're doing set to seven. I'm sorry, race to seven, 8 ball. Then we do 9 ball, race to seven. Then we do 10 ball, race to seven. And right now, I'm giving him the break for the first game. That's funny because we're actually talking about glasses and talking about the you know some glasses that are a little higher. That way you can see when you get down to shoot your shot. We still just got there. We just got getting set up. Like I said, when I have people come visit, I give them the first break so we don't have to lag or nothing. We're playing BCA rules, which means it stays open even if you make a stripe or a solid. It still stays open till the next legal shot. And I think here from there he breaks with the second ball break, uh, but in BCA the A ball doesn't count if you make it. But this is a good break to learn if you are wanting to try to make the A ball on break. All right, it gets a good break, good spread. When you break, you want to try to keep the cue ball in the center of the table if you can help it. What he's doing is he's looking at the table really good, looking at all the problem areas and what's the best way to go. So I think he elects to go with the strike. Okay, so now since he made the shot after break, he is stripes now. All right, I think he elects to take the three ball combo here because he's got a stripe in the corner there. Good shot. Like I said, ain't no reason to get in a hurry. Just take your time. I mean, John is a very good player as well, so it doesn't hurt to take your time on each shot, especially if you're in a tight game with somebody that can play too. Okay, he just draws it back a little bit for the other stripe in the side pocket. Now, I do remind you, the tables are very fast. think I was doing good too. Hoping it's still there. See it pop. Yeah, I was just trying to make the ball right there. These are some pretty tight pockets on these diamonds, so if you're not straight in the hole, you know, it doesn't take it. So the one shot I missed, cost me the game, and that's just what you got to deal with sometimes. Um, you know, not every game's gonna go your way, so but still, when that happens, just stay relaxed and just know you'll get another chance, and just be patient. And about pool, the only thing that can really hurt you is yourself, as far as when you know make a mistake and you lose the game. You know, you got to keep your head, because as soon as you start losing your head in the game and you start pondering on what happened before, you know, you just can't keep your mind focused like you need to. So just if you make a mistake, just go sit down and just let it go. Um, and if you lose, just enjoy the game. I mean, it's supposed to be fun. Win or lose. I mean, are you using the second ball break again? Yeah, he's looking around really good. You know, trying to find the best pattern. It's still open at this point. Looks like he's going for solid. I think that was the four. That was a good shot. Looks a little frustrated because I think he rolled a little bit further than he wanted to. But I still think he's in good shape though. That was a good try. So I'm going for, I think it's the 13 inside. I mean, right now I'm just trying to focus on my pattern, um, and just still stay confident, feeling good, take one shot at a time to hit with some top English. I think I tried to get shape on the 13 ball, but it came off the rail a little sharper than I wanted to. I still have a shot on the 9, which I do. I do overcut it a little bit. Okay, now he's back on solids. Yeah, that's him kind of tough. So he's gonna take a thin cut on the 6 ball, try to cut it in the corner. Ooh, barely misses it. He ends up making a couple balls, but he called 6, and that's why it's still my shot. But that was a good try. If he'd made the 6 ball, he'd have made 3 balls at one time. That would have been awesome. All right, I think I'm gonna go 2 rails out, and I just missed the shot. No excuses. I just dogged it. Like I said, at this point, we're still just trying to get used to the feel of the table. Yeah, he scratches there, and no, that's just a common scratch you get coming off that short rail like that. And I got 3 balls left, well, 2 plus the 8. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to make the run easier for me. I took a second and made sure what ball I wanted to shoot. So now I'm going to shoot the 13, I think it is, or the 15, and just draw it up towards the side pocket on the same side. I could have came down a little bit further, but I'm just happy to get a shot. So now all I gotta do is just focus on making the 8. Nothing but net. All right, so now it's me one, and John one. I always take the cue ball after each game and try to clean it off, because any chalk that's left on the ball can detour your shots. It can add throw to your ball when you go to shoot it. So it's always good to clean your ball in between games or anytime you get ball in hand. Really, you don't have to do much to it. Just rub it on your shirt or your pants, or you can keep a rag in your pocket if you wanted to. Like later on, I think I take the ball and like put it up against the rail and like rub it like where it turns under the rail. And you can clean it off that way too. Especially playing any kind of high level or high stakes, you want that cue ball clean. I'm breaking from the middle, and I think I break dry. I mean, I break good, I get a good spread, but you know, just broke dry. And if you're just joining me, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. We are a place called the Coliseum in Greenville, South Carolina. All right. He has elected to go with the stripes. It was open. Yeah, he just missed that ball. So now I am kind of in a pickle because I don't really have a good shot on any solids. So what I do here is I elect to go ahead and kick into 7. Uh, but still, I'm not sure where to go from there. But sometimes you just gotta do something and try to create stuff. All right, now here I'm looking at the 6, and I'm gonna try to make the 6 off the 5 into the side pocket. Yeah, we was having some camera issues. It'll come back on in just a second. But if I remember correctly, if it doesn't show it, I did miss the shot that I had called. If I had some, this is where I would play some elevator music. It's a good time to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done that yet. Don't forget to hit me up in the comments, you know, and also if you're ever in Greenville, South Carolina, go check out the Coliseum. All right, now we're back on. Looks like he's going for the ball on the side, barely misses it. It was a good try there. So I'm back on the 6 ball. Yeah, shoot. I just shoot that straight in the side with draw because I got the angle coming down for the 1 already. Uh, Now I still got the issue down there with the 4, the 2, the 8, and I think that's the 3 ball. All right. So after I make the 1 in the corner, I uh, I try to cut the 3 ball in the opposite corner down here, and I try to split those balls up. I barely miss it. I do spread them out though, but that can also come back to bite you also. Like I said, he's still on solids, which I left the shot, but it wasn't, you know, on this table there really ain't no easy shots here. I'm sorry, he's on stripes. Okay. All right, so what I do here, I really don't have much myself. So what I elect to do is I bump the 2 and I made the 11 on purpose. And I leave the 2 ball there and bring the 8 ball up on the side rail. But the reason why I do that is because where his 10 is, right there. Um, I want to cause him problems with that 10. And, I let the cue ball on the other side of the table. So I had no intentions on trying to make a ball and get out. So, that was kind of a defense shot I did. So, you know, at this point, we're both just kind of playing defense back and forth. I think I'd take a real thin cut on the three ball into the side pocket. Uh, I do think I do miss it because it's like such a thin cut. I should have took it down the corner, but it was still a thin cut either way. All right, so now he's back on stripes. He's probably just going to shoot it with a stop shot. Maybe go to the rail. Go to the rail back out. Shoot the 13, I think, in the side. Now, like I said, the big issue is the 10 ball. So he's trying to do something with the 10. Um, he comes back up this way and kind of in trouble here. Um, but he does do like a really good cross bank and almost makes it. I mean, that wasn't a bad try. So um, I still have a choice. I can play defense here and I can leave my two ball there, but I'm trying to run out from here. Because the run out is there. So I make the two ball and just try to get straight on the three, which I do. Now here I'm debating on if I want to uh, you know go for the shot and draw back, but I do draw back, but I try to make sure I don't draw back enough to where I leave a shot. Because that's what I'm also thinking ahead. So I didn't make the ball, and I, uh, left the shot, but it's difficult. I still could have drew back another, 3 or 4 inches and been more straight on the four. But I still would have trusted my shot to make the four there. So yeah, he goes out of bank. He misses it. All right, now uh, I got the 3, 4, and the 8. I already looked, and the ball does pass by the 14 or the 10. I guess the 10. I still like a stop shot. I'm not sure if I go to the rail or not, but yeah, let's go to the rail back out. Yeah, I got to stretch. I'm a little short guy. All right, so now it's 2-1. And while we're racking, don't forget like, subscribe, hit me up in the comments, hit that bell notification. That way, you get notified anytime I go live or put out new content. Don't forget to share too. I mean, share with your friends. Yeah, the Coliseum, they got 9 7-foot diamonds and 2 9-foot diamonds. And of course, we're on table 5. Thing's got a little bit of a glare in there because it's daytime and it's the windows right there and it's got the glare coming off the tables too. We streamed the night before and it wasn't that glary, but I think it's just all the lights in that right where we were. I like the head on break, um, especially if you can't make the A ball break. If it don't count, I just go ahead and you just get so much of a better spread that way. But if you don't break it perfect though, you just don't make a ball. So that's a drop break. John's got an open table. He can choose stripes or solids. Right. Looks like he's elected to go for the two ball. All right. What he does there is kind of smart because he tries to break out the one ball so he can have a good shot on it. Unfortunately, the cue ball got a little close to it. He does call the corner pocket. Even though it comes off the three, it's good because all he has to do is call the pocket. All right, I think he might have wanted to get a little bit more over to shoot the four in the same corner, but he might not have enough room to see it. So now he has to go and think of another plan. Looks like he's doing the six ball maybe. Yeah, I think he was trying to make the combination on the six ball. All right, but he did leave me in a tough position myself, so I got some thinking to do. You never want to just jump up and shoot something. You really want to think about what's going on with the table, what balls or what where your balls are at. Okay, now I'd like to shoot the 14 in the corner, which is a tough shot from here. All right, I missed it by quarter of a diamond. All right, but I knew there's still a lot of clutter in the middle of the table, so I'm hoping that is good enough to let me back up the table. He's talking to me because he accidentally bumped a ball, and I told him just to move it back to the best of his knowledge because you know, you don't need to worry about little things like that. Okay, and him being jacked up, he barely caught the point. If anybody plays on diamonds, you can't catch the point going into the side pockets. And this is actually John's first time playing on a diamond. He really enjoyed it. I can't remember what we were talking about there. He probably just was talking about that I had nice hair or something. Alrighty. So I need the bridge. So I'm gonna go for this 15 that's on the short rail. And I'm gonna try to do is just try to spin out and get the cue ball in the center of the table to where I have options. So it can down a little bit further, but still, I still have options to where, if you ever have any questions about what to do, just get the cue ball in the center of the table. Because it just opens up so much more for you. All right, I go for the 13, I think, in the corner. Yeah, I think that's the second shot that I overcut going to that, which I do make an adjustment later on and I have an easier time with that. The thing is, with shots like that down the rail, your brain tends to think that it's you know as sharp as the rail is. Basically, your brain sees the rail as straight, so you think the ball has to be the same. It's just a brain thing that you got to trick your mind into to realizing, hey, it's not. Uh, you're not shooting the ball directly down the rail, but your brain thinks it like that sometimes. Yeah, at this point we're getting thirsty, so I think I go get me a drink here in a minute. So he goes for the four ball in the corner, makes a good shot, sets up for I think that's the three. I think. I mean, it looks like me and him both still got a lot of work to do. All right, what happened there? It came across the table and hit the point of the side pocket, and it just killed it. All right, he just lining up the kick on the six ball, and he was kicking very well all night long. I mean, there's not many kicks he didn't make. All right. All right, that's a good kick, John. So now I'm gonna take, I think, the 14 inside and roll down, and still, I'm still thinking about, you know, which way I want to go. Yeah, shoot the 9 ball on the side, in the corner. Sorry, in the corner for the stop shot. Yeah, I elected to shoot that because the angle on the 13 was better that way. So now I just use a little bit of top right hand English, kind of hold it there for the 10. All right, and this shot here, I'm just going to do a draw shot on the 10 ball. Try to get shape on the 11. The 11's in the middle of the table. And I don't get quite as much draws I wish I had. I mean, I wanted to be straight, but not too straight on the red 11, red stripe 11. I still go ahead and I like to cut it in because I really don't try to have from there. Alright. So I end up, missing the shot. I did tie up the 6 and 8 during that shot there. So he makes a good shot on the 3. Alright. It looks like he's got a bank on the 6. Good shot. Oh, what a bank. Oh, man, what's up with the 8 ball? Oh, man. Oh, man, tough break. Great shot on the 6, and just, that 8 ball said, well, I want to go in too. Uh, yeah, it's a tough break, John. Yeah, that was a huge game there because I would have put us at 2-2. Now it puts me at 3-1, and me breaking. That's me cleaning off the cue ball again. Like I said, if you guys hadn't hit that thumbs up yet, go ahead, hit the thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, what you waiting for, buddy? Subscribe, like, comment. Yeah, get on the roller coaster. I'll take you for a ride, buddy. From that angle, it looks like my hat is the light, the diamond light. All right, use the head-on brick again. I'll use this through the 10 ball and the 8 ball. I only go to the side on the 9 ball. So it looks like I have another dry break. Not sure what we're talking about. Of course, I had to have it muted because there's music uh, playing in the place we're at. So for copyright issues, I can't, have any sound on it there. Okay, so he makes a good 3 ball, 4 ball combination. Um, I don't think it opened up as much as he would have liked, but he's still shooting. Okay, he cuts that in. See, that was actually a good shot because when he shot that, he broke another one of his stripes out. So if you have problem balls, go ahead and try to get them out of the way. He just draws it back about a couple inch or two and sets up for his 14. I think here he's looking at the 8 ball because he knows the 8 ball's in a tight spot. Okay, makes a shot, gets the 8 ball out, which leaves him a tough shot. Um, Looks like he's got a bank on the 10 ball and the side pocket. Alright, good try. Alright, so me here, I'm just focused on making balls and keeping control of the cue ball. So I'm just going to hit the 4, come up, and from here, I'm going to shoot the 5. I'm going to go, I think I'm going to use left-hand English, top left-hand English, and go at the 6 next. I'm going to try to put the cue ball up table. I think I got a little further than I wanted to. So I think I was going for the 6 there. But, I don't panic. I just rethink about what I'm doing. Alright, I think I elect to cut, I think it's a 7 ball. I think I elect to cut it into the side from there. Because I do that because I got balls on both sides of the table to where if I get any kind of trouble, I should have a shot. So all I got to do is worry about making the shot. Now from here, I'll tell you what I do. I can shoot the 1 ball in, but I still got the 6 and the 2 down here. So what I like to do is go ahead and take the 2 balls down the table, which is the 2 and 6. That way, after I make those 2 balls, my last 2 balls are closest to the 8 ball. And if you can do that during your game, that would be the best to clean up one side of the table and then try to leave balls around the 8 ball that you can finish on. Okay, now I got a little thinner on the 1 than I wanted to, so I'm already knowing that I have to send the cue ball back and forth across table. But I want to control the ball. I'm not just going to hit it and just hope I land somewhere. So this takes just practice and the feel. You just got to feel it. So I'm just using the top right hand English. Just go past the 8 and just back. All right. Now I'm on the 3. Now I just use a bottom right hand English just to bring it past the 8. And not only do I make the 8 here, I'm also drawing it past the 13. That way, if I do miss, he would have to come with like a combination shot. So, so at the same time, I'm trying to make the 8, but if I don't, I'm thinking about what if I do not make it. All right, so right now I am what, 4-1. All right. All right, guys. What I'm doing while I'm in between racks, and I'm just trying to keep myself calm. Not think about anything in the past, even if I lost or missed balls or whatnot. Just try to let things go before each game. I mean, I've been down, you know, 3-1 on races 7 and still come back and win it because I stayed calm in between each game. I mean, how do you think people lose their first game or first round in a tournament and then come back and win the tournament from the loser side? It happens a lot, but you just have to have like a short memory and just forgive yourself. And while we're racking, I want to tell you about just own up to your own mistakes. I mean, you missed the ball, you missed shape. It's on you, man. I mean, just accept your own faults. You know, don't say, "Oh, the universe," or this guy in the background, walked by and messed me up. I mean, just own up to your own mistakes, and you'll play a lot better if you just own up to it and forgive yourself. All right, I use the head-on break again, and still ain't making a ball. Right? So dry break from Backyard Billiards. All right, John Knight's up with an open table. Pretty sure he's happy to be up with the open table. All right, so he makes the one ball in the corner. That makes him solid. Looks like a pretty decent table. Now he just shoots, I think, a stop shot on the 6. That way he can hold it there, I think, for the 3 ball. And I would think that he's going to do another stop shot, maybe try to shoot one of the other balls in the side. He's got 2 solids right there you can choose from. It just stops it right off the rail there. All right, now from here, I'm not sure which one to go. I think that's a 5 and 7. I think that he's going to go for the 5 first. Yeah, I think he's looking at where the 4 ball is right now for later. Or he might be trying to take it now, but I'm not sure. We can't tell until he gets down. Like I say, he's taking his time. He ain't in no hurry. There's no reason to race. All right, looks like he's going for the 5 on the side. Nice shot. See, he took his time and he just made a decision, and that's what the lower players, man. You gotta just don't get in a hurry, guys. Just think things out. This ain't a race. This ain't it's a mental game. He's going for 7 on the side. I think he's gonna come around 3 rails. I think he may have come a little too far. I think he wanted to keep it for the 4 in the corner. Let's see, he's hitting the 4. Okay, he still tried to cut the 4 in the corner. And sometimes when you get a little off from your original plan, sometimes you still have to just take a harder shot and still go with your original plan. All right, from here, all right, I'm just trying to make the 13, and I don't know if I really had a plan there, other than to make a ball and try to get. I did try to do it 2 ways, I think, to where I wanted to make the ball and leave it tied up in the middle, and if I made it, I had a shot on the 12. But he comes with a great bank. Oh man, that was awesome. That's what happens when you let the guy back to the table. It makes a good shot and get out on you. All right, so from here, looks like he's going for the 4. Yeah, and actually, I think if I remember, he called that in the side, and he barely missed it. Yeah, I remember that shot because I was like, man, I was like, that ain't going in the side. But hell, it almost made it. All right, so now, you know, I'm thinking about, now what do I do? Okay, and I think I decide to play safe. I think I come down, I hit the 15. Now I try to put the cue ball behind the 8. But I don't get it behind the 8, but I do hide it enough to where it causes problems. Let's see what happens. So I did try to go past the 8, but it bumped it a little bit instead. But I just tried to leave a tough shot. All right. That was unfortunate. He shot it good, just clipped my ball right before. All right, so So here, yeah, I do have ball in hand. So I'm sitting there thinking about what pattern I want to use, and I'm thinking about taking the 13 out first because it's kind of out there by itself. I did want to get a little better roll than that, but I think I want to play the 14 inside first. But you know, we're still trying to get the speed down of the cloth because I'm telling you, it was fast. All right. Like I said, even though I'm getting down looking like I'm gonna shoot, and I get back up, you still want to get up and look at all your other options. So I just do a stop shot. That gives me a lot more options too. I can go for the ball on the side. I can go for the 9 ball in the corner. Uh, kind of makes it a little difficult from where the 8 is because I can't just do a stop shot the side, shoot the 11 down table because the 8 ball's there. So I think here I decided to go for the 9. And what I wasn't predicting when I shot this was I wasn't expecting to hit I think the 12 ball on the way up. All right, so that put me in a tight spot right there. So at this point, I'm thinking to myself, okay, what do I do? Because the 8 ball's right there. If I miss, he's gonna get out. So I know I think it's a 15 uh, down the short rail near on the same side of the table where the 8's at. So I decided to cut it and leave the cue ball. I try to get shape on the ball down the table, but I'm leaving it down there also just to leave a harder shot. So if I do miss, I leave a full table shot. But that's still iffy on my part because if he makes it, he's out. But I just didn't want to miss it and leave it half the table and have him have a good shot. So he does shoot the 8, and it rattles. It was kind of a difficult shot from that area because these pockets don't give you nothing. All right, so from this point on, I'm like, well, I can't miss. So I just focus, stay down, and I just pick my pattern. I use bottom bottom right hand English, and here I'd use like a stop shot. All right, because I wanted to leave an angle. So now I got the angle, I can use a bottom left and come back towards where my bridge hand is now. Now this is kind of weird. I use a center left hand English, and what does it come straighter off the rail, and it kind of helps it do like a little hook there, and that allows me straight in my 8. So do just a stop shot, maybe a little bit forward. All right, so that puts me at what, 5-1. Yeah, I'm just scooping off, trying to keep myself, loose. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Just the more you can keep your mind off the game, the more pressure it takes off of you. I mean, no, we didn't have no cash on the line, but me and him both were playing, for pride pretty much. I mean, he drove all the way from Michigan to play me, At the same time, I don't want to lose, on my channel and everything. So, me and him both had pressure, so it wasn't like, it was just, it was fun in games, of course, but then again, it wasn't. It was like he's missing a ball. I think we ended up rolling a ball or two down the pockets, and it finally comes out. Yeah, sometimes smart tables ain't so smart. So I'm wiping off the cue ball again. Like I said, I'll do that every time uh, that I'm breaking. Use the head on break again. See if I make a ball this time. Man, another dry break. Good Lord. All right, so John comes back up to the table with an open table again. All right, come on, John. You can get in this, buddy. You guys give me a big thumbs up if you like my Chucky shirt. My name's Chuck, so I wore a Chucky shirt. So Chucky wearing Chucky. All right, here he's calling the 12 on the side, and you see the striped red ball, the 11. He's gonna try to make it and hold that cue ball for the 11. Right, which was a good try, but he just didn't get it. He didn't strike the 4 ball, sorry, the 12 ball hard enough to make it into the side pocket. Um, so at this point, I do have ball in hand because nothing hit a rail after contact. Um, so I'm looking at the pattern and what he had going was the right way to go. So basically, I just take over. I take over the plan that he had. Basically, um, I pretend like the 12 ball was gone, but it's still there, of course. And I just put the cue ball in shape for the ball that he was trying to get shape on. So now I just line up. I think I use a center right hand English, and now I'm set up on the 12. No, I think that's the 14 ball by the two. So that's a trouble ball. So what I do is I bump that out because it didn't pass the two. So I went ahead, bumped it out, got it out of the way as soon as possible. And if you'll see later on, that wins me this game. Now I make just a bit of top right. And this one, I think it's 15. I use a top uh, right hand English, and that way it holds it. I think I kind of bumped the 14. So I want to come in between those balls. All right, now all this shot here I want to do is just do a stop shot because I want to angle on whatever strike ball that is right there, maybe the 12 or I'm not sure, maybe the 10 ball there. Um, so now all I got to do is roll forward and go to the rail. And when I get over there, I notice actually I'm like almost dead straight. So I maybe have like a hair bit angle. So what I do is I use a stun shot with some power to pop it over. Uh, if you guys see how hard I had to hit that to move it over, that's how straight it was. And he just goes ahead and gives me the game. Um, and don't feel bad about that, guys. I mean, if you know somebody's stroking and playing good, and they're straight in on the last ball, I mean, you know, it's a show of respect to go ahead and just say, "Hey, man, you're good." I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, yes, I know anything can happen, but you know, if you're playing somebody that can play good, most of the time there's nothing bad going to happen, especially with uh, a 12-inch shot like that with somebody line straight up in. So while he's racking, hit that thumbs up, hit the comments, hit that bell. All right, let's break them. Center break again. See if I make a ball this time. If I don't make a ball this time, I haven't made a ball the whole time. Man, still dry break, man. I can't make a. ball on a break to save my life. Yeah, what we do there, that's balls on the rack. Just pick the ball straight up, slide the rack out, place it straight back down. Yeah, no reason to get all technical. This is just, you know, this ain't like no big, uh, World Series tournament or nothing. Right now, he's at an open table. Takes the one out. A little bit of draw. Shoots a five. Comes up probably middle of the table again. All right, good shot. I think from here, he might hit the two in the side with a top right hand English. Now, let me see. Does he go for the red three? Just top shot. Yeah, well, sends it to the rail. It's a center English, but it's I got a little bit of roll to it, so it's a stun shot. All right, so now I just think he's gonna kind of roll this out with top English one rail. That way he can shoot. I think the seven in the side after that. Or he might be going for the five now. Or seven now. I think it's seven. All right, then four in the corner. Oh man, I think he punches it a little bit and it straightens up off that rail because he wanted to catch right before the side pocket, uh, but it came off that rail sharp and came off the point. So now he's going to try to kick at it. Man, if it wasn't hit that point, he probably gets on the six and runs the table from there. So that was huge. All right, so he's telling me he has to go between the 13 and 9 because of um, the obstacle balls are in the way. So he's got to go in between those two balls and spin it. If he spins it good, makes a good contact. Uh, if his, he hits it any better than that, he's making it. Uh, so from here, I'm looking at where the six is, and I'm looking at my layout. So all in all, I've got to shoot to where I want to make a ball, but if I don't make a ball, I want to make it you know difficult for him. If that makes any sense. Like I want to concentrate on my shots, but make sure I don't leave the cue ball on that side of the table where he can make the six. So I let take the ball on the side. See, even then I bring the cue ball all the way down table. Yeah, just do a stun draw shot on that. I wanted to come back a little bit more. Um, I think I was wanting to try to get it closer to the eight. I mean, not close to the eight, but closer to the eight. All right, I go for the 14. So I end up dogging the shot, but um, I actually end up leaving the cue ball in the point of the pocket. I mean, it's frozen to the point. Oh man, what a great shot! What he does is like a masse, ends up making the six, and now He made the six, but man, that's tough leave on that eight still. Um, Let me see. It's really a tough shot either way he goes from here. The cue ball's still frozen on the rail, so he has no, he can't hit the bottom of the cue ball at all. So I think he's a little bit worried about scratching in either pocket from there. So I think if I remember right, he elects to bank it back towards where the cue ball's at now. Yeah, he's just explaining to me I think he's worried about scratching. So he calls the bank. It was a good try, but from that it was a tough bank, no matter how you looked at it. All right, so from here, I know where the eight ball's at, so I know, I have to not miss. I have to run the table, not miss, get out. So, um, I don't focus anymore about trying to get the cue ball in a bad position for him. I just focus on my game and get and run the balls out. All right. I know from here the only problem I got is the two straps close together. Uh, I just didn't like the position they were in. So here I'm gonna make the 13 on the side with top left hand English and bump out the 11. Now I do know it ties back up with the 15, but from where the cue ball's at now, all I have to do is you know jack up and just draw it back a little bit, and I'll have a good shot on the 15. So that's what I'm looking at now. And you always want to walk behind there and look. Don't just assume. Actually go back behind your balls and look. So I jack up, just straight draw back because I got a little angle on it. And actually, I didn't draw back quite as far as I wanted to. I still got a good shot. So now the cue ball is running into the other ball. So I'm just using this top English. Don't try to kill it. I just try to follow it down and get a good shot. So I actually get really straight on this ball. So really all I can do is go straight or back. Um, and what I end up doing is I end up jacking up with low English and use left hand bottom English and draw it straight back, but I spin it off the rail. So when it hits the rail, it spins back up to the middle of the table. Uh, which is actually a more comfortable shot from here than it would be straight down the rail. If I just drew it back to the rail, that would have been even a harder shot than this is. So, my skill level, this shot, is money. That's money there. All right. So that's it. Chuck 7, John 1. You know, uh, thanks everybody for joining me with me and my commentating. Uh, don't forget, like, subscribe, hit me up in the comments, and don't forget to hit that bell notification. Bye. Bye, guys.